Engaging learning. Before we start with the formal inauguration, I would like to call upon our second year BSc students, Aishwarya and team, to invoke the blessings of God.
ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಪಾಶಾಂಕುಶಧರ ಮೂಷಿಕ ವಾಹನ ಸರ್ಪಾಲಂಕೃತನೇ ಗಜಾನನ ಆದಿಪೂಜಿತ ನೀನು ವೇದ ವಂದಿತ ನೀನು ಆದಿಪೂಜಿತ ನೀನು ವೇದ ವಂದಿತ ನೀನು ಮೋದಕ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀನು ಗಣಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತನಿಗೆ ಗರಿಕೆಯ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವೆ ಪರಿಹರಿಸು ಪಾಪ ಗಣಾಧಿಪ ಗಿರಿಜಾಸುತನಿಗೆ ಗರಿಕೆಯ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವೆ ಪರಿಹರಿಸು ಪಾಪ ಗಣಾಧಿಪ ರಕ್ತವರ್ಣನು ನೀನು ಲಂಬೋದರ ನೀನು ರಕ್ತವರ್ಣನು ನೀನು ಲಂಬೋದರ ನೀನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಕಾಪಾಡು ಗಣಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ವಿನಾಯಕ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಾಯಕ ದೇವ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು ವಿನಾಯಕ ಶರಣು ನಿನಗೆ ಶರಣು
Thank you Aishwarya, Bhumika, Harshita and Nitya for the beautiful song. Now I request Professor Rajaya sir, Head the Department of Chemistry, to welcome the gathering. Over to you sir.
Thank you. A warm good morning to one and all present here. At the outset, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Saptarishis, the 7 dedicated teachers who are the founders of KLE Society. I feel it is an honor and privilege to welcome you all for this faculty interactive workshop on NEP 2021 Innovative Pedagogy to promote enjoyable and engaging learning. Honorable Chief Guest of today's workshop, Dr. S. Shrikanta Swami sir, our beloved Principal Dr. Arun Kumar B. Sonam sir, IQAC and UGC Strike Coordinator, Dr. Mahananda Madam, Professor Nagireddy sir, Professor Chandrasekhar sir, HODs of all the various departments, coordinators, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, and my esteemed colleagues and dear students. National Education Policy has been implemented from the academic year 2021, which provides an important opportunity to move Indian education from sorting and selection to human development. So enabling every student to develop their maximum potential. So in this regard, we are organizing faculty interactive workshop. For this workshop, we have with us an eminent personality, Dr. S. Shrikanta Swami, a well-known academic consultant, research analysis with NAT Bengaluru. So on behalf of the management KLE Society, Belagavi, our beloved principal, all the HODs and coordinators, everybody present here and my own behalf, I extend heartiest welcome to Dr. Srikanta Swami sir. Welcome you sir. Please give me a big round of applause. You know how to welcome. I am extremely happy to welcome our beloved principal, Dr. Arun Kumar Sonatnavar. Welcome you sir. Extremely cordial welcome to IQAC coordinator, Dr. Mahananda Chitwadi madam. Welcome you madam. And delighted to welcome Professor Nagireddy sir, HOD Department of Chemistry. Welcome you sir. I extend a warm welcome to Professor Chandrasekhar Bhatt, HOD Department of Mathematics and Assistant IQAC coordinator. Welcome you sir. I extend a cheerful welcome to all the aides and coordinators of various departments, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all. I extend a genial welcome to all PG students. Welcome you all. Once again, wholeheartedly, I welcome everybody present here to this one-day interactive workshop. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for welcoming each one of us. Now, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to enlight the lamp and inaugurate the program. Now I request IQAC and UGC Stride Coordinator, Dr. Mahananda B. Chitwadi Madam.
Student friends, it is my proud privilege to introduce you today's chief guest, Dr. S. Srikanta Swami. Presently, sir is the director, Jain University, Bangalore. Kindly permit me to read out his around 10 pages CV. Sir, I request you, I had... His achievements not possible to explain me in 10 minutes time, I hope so. Kindly excuse me, sir. Yeah. I am going to read out in brief today's chief guest CV. His qualifications goes like this: BSc, MA, MEd, PhD, and presently I said he is the director of Jain University, and now worked as already academic consultant, research and analysis wing NAC, working, professor and former additional director, Center for Research, Christ University, Bangalore, in charge of conducting the coursework and also monitoring of PhD programs of 17 disciplines. So nice of you, sir. Including engineering, common member for the conduct of research proposal presentation, PhD synopsis presentation and PhD viva voce examination. He has taught for B.Ed, M.Ed and MA education students at the School of Education, Christ University, served as Professor of Education at IASE, RV Teacher College, Bangalore, nearly for 25 years. Formerly Academic Council member, Christ University, Bangalore. And his areas of specialization goes like this: science education, educational psychology, multimedia systems of education, research methodology. So nice of you, so lengthy areas of specialization of you, sir. He has obtained his doctorate degree in the area of critical thinking skills from Bangalore University, Bangalore. And his research experience goes like this. So far, 16 candidates have got their PhD degrees under the guidance of sir, including 2 from foreign countries, Harare and Zimbabwe. Still there is one scholar pursuing his PhD under the guidance of Sir from Bharatiya University. Guided 12 MPhil students and 12 M.Ed project, 120 M.Ed projects, adjudicated MPhil and PhD thesis. He has completed 5 state level projects by DSERT, NCERT and Christ University and reviewer for 2 major research projects. His total teaching experience 43 years. Enough? Nowadays 48, let me rectify. Nowadays 48 years, 48th year is running, I hope so. Yes. He has delivered lectures as a resource person around 5 institutions as a visiting professor, and in service experience he has organized many conference seminars and all, and he has the membership of 4 national level, 4 state level, and he worked as chairperson of various 9 events. He has 18 felicitations received by him. Okay, and I would like to read out the awards because it is so lengthy to read out. I will minimize and go to the awards. Okay, 1998 NCERT Award, New Delhi. 2005 Drona Puraskara. 2014 Bharata Gaurav Award for meritorious services, outstanding performance and remarkable role by India International Friendship Society, Delhi. 2015 Vidya Spurti from NIVM Bangalore. 2016 Northeast Award for Excellence in Education Friendship Forum. 2017 Vinayasri Award from Vinaya Foundation, Bangalore. He has worked as BOE, BOS of many universities. I would like to tell in brief, there are 4, he worked as BOA and BOS of 4 universities. I now come to this point, he has 34 publications. Peer-reviewed and indexed journals, the total number, I will skip this one, I told you the total number of publications are 34, and he worked as a resource person of around 13 conferences and seminars, invited talks, TV talks. His other activities are like this: contributing articles for newspapers, All India Radio and TV programs, then TV Aradu Mallige and Hello Gedayare programs in Chandana, FM program TSOU, developed video cassettes on low cost and no cost material, okay, assisted in developing documentary films, KFDC, The Story of Blood and Magnet, worked as educational consultant, video on energy, developed video and photo album regarding research programs at Christ University in collaboration with Media Studies and CCD Christ University. Okay, kindly excuse me sir for completing your resume in brief. Thank you friends. Thank you.
Thank you ma'am for the brief introduction of today's keynote speaker. Thank you. Now I request our beloved principal Dr. Arun Kumar sir to present a bouquet and memento to Honorable Chief Guest as a token of respect.
ನೀನು ಆಡಳಿತಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ
I request Professor Rajaya sir to present a bouquet to our principal sir. Now I request Dr. C.V. Kopar sir to present a bouquet to Rajaya sir. Chemistry Stride Coordinator, Mahananda ma'am. I request Chandrasekharappa sir to hand over a bouquet to Nagireddy sir. I request Nandi madam to hand over a bouquet to Chandrasekharappa sir. Thank you all. Now I request today's chief guest, Dr. S. Shrikant Swami sir, to address the keynote of today's workshop. Over to you, sir.
Dr. Arun Kumar, Professor Nagireddy, Professor Chandra Bhatt, good name sir, I think. Chandrasekhar Bhatt, Madam Dr. Mahananda, and Dr. Rajaya, correct no? Dr. Rajaya and all my learned friends. At the outset, I'm really thankful to the principal for having extended the invitation for me to be here and to share my limited knowledge to the enlightened professors like you all. Therefore, I am really grateful to you because this kind of invitation made me to grow. Madam has read so many things about that. That is only for the sake of formality. I am a self-made man. I am with the education psychology background wherein we believe that the personality of an individual is influenced by one is heredity, other one is called environment. These two are very, very important. And in my case, I think environment played a very important role in shaping my personality. As I mentioned, I am a hardcore, researcher come teacher. I struggled so much to acquire the basic teaching skills as well as the research skills. Now, friends, today, though there are many topics on which I can just speak, today I have been given this particular topic to share. And I worked as a professor of education for several years. And people used to call us as teacher educators because we were the teachers for teachers. And especially those who wanted to become teachers at the school level, they have to undergo 1 year training. Now it is extended to 2 years. Sometimes in the name of integrated course, 4 years training that they have to go, then only they can become the teacher. But some of you have become the lecturer. Maybe as soon as you complete your master degree, you have become. And therefore, to understand the students, it takes time. To understand the method of delivering the content, also it takes time. As well as to understand the philosophy with which you have to transfer the knowledge, also will take time. That's why we say an intensive training is very much necessary for anyone who wants to become a teacher at whatever may be the level, at the UG level or at the PG level. Even in NAC, I think I was heading the research unit. I brought more than 48 publications and 3 books which was edited by me, like Innovations in Higher Education, Pursuit of Quality in Higher Education, and 1 more book regarding the sustenance in higher education, sustainable development in higher education, and 1 more book where Dr. Shakuntala Katre and others, they have written the book, and I was the managing editor. During the COVID period, I struggled so much to make that book to come to the light. That book also is there, Madam Shakuntala Katre, Dr. Mariamma Varghese, Dr. Ravichandra Reddy, then our director, Professor S. Sharma, all of them have joined. Now, why I am sharing this? Because according to me, knowledge is available everywhere, but you have to make the students to expose themselves to the knowledge. Then skill means we say knowledge plus ability plus involvement is skill, according to me. If you want to develop any kind of skill, knowledge is important, knowledge about that particular skill. Similarly, ability to produce that skill is equally important. Then involvement is equally important. If you are having knowledge plus ability plus involvement, any kind of skill can be developed. A brilliant student will learn the skill within a short period, Whereas a driller will take little more time, that's all. According to me, every child or every student, we can just model him, mold him. Every student we can mold him. Every student we can monitor him. We can make every student to learn. Only the thing is, if he is brilliant, as I mentioned, he will take less time, or he or she will take less time. If he is very slow, he will take more time. Therefore, according to me, every individual is potentially divine. We should not compare one individual with that of the other individual. In psychology, we say every individual is unique. Therefore, as a teacher, a lot of things you should know in order to become an effective teacher. There are popular teachers, there are effective teachers, there are poor teachers. Poor teachers are those who always complain, saying that the students are not good, the textbook is not good, the PPT is not good, that means the instrument is not good. Like that, they keep on blaming. Whereas an excellent teacher is one who always inspires. Therefore, keeping some of these experiences, I think more than 350 areas in which I am comfortable in sharing, like research, methods of research, research designs, then the framing of hypothesis, one area, sampling technique, why we have to go for sampling technique, what is the best method of sampling technique, so many areas are there. But since I am from education, I wanted to share my rich experience here. I think Professor Nagireddy, thank you. You asked me to take up this area and proceed. And I have taken today effective teaching learning for sustainability in higher education. Well, let me start straight away. There are many parameters responsible for 1 minute. Thanks, sir. Now, from the NAC's perspective, always we use the word quality. NAC means quality, quality means NAC. NAC also uses the words like quality control. Mostly in industry they use the word. Quality sustenance they are going to use. Quality enhancement and sustainability in terms of quality. These are some of the terminologies that they are all using. I think Dr. Mahan is very familiar about these things. Therefore, if you wanted to think of quality in higher education, the 7 parameters what we are using for the purpose of assessing the higher education institutions, I wanted to start from there and proceed. The first one is with respect to the curricular planning and implementation. Because as is the curriculum, so will be the quality of education. There are universities wherein every 6 months they keep on changing the curriculum. They believe that curriculum is not a static element, it is very dynamic in nature. Every 6 months. But there are universities wherein they keep the same syllabus or curriculum for more than 4 years, 5 years. I think I have come across such universities also. A dynamic university or a vibrant university is one wherein they have to give top importance to the curriculum designing, curriculum development, curriculum planning. Friends, you are all here?
Yes.
This is one secret I am sharing with you. With my 48 years of teaching experience, you have to make sure that the learners are with you. When learners are with you, automatically you will be more comfortable in sharing your content. If learners are not physically present in that class, mentally alert in that class, whatever you are going to teach, it will not reach them. So here and there I will be sharing Arun Kumar sir, my tips. You say, sir, what is experience means? Understand the learner is experience. What is experience means? Ascertaining that the learners are with you is experience. And I'll share some of the tips here and there. The first point, curriculum is very, very important. Then many will say, sir, curriculum is sometimes prescribed. What freedom do you have in order to? But we will say, inside the classroom, you are the queen, you are the king. You have got freedom to transact the curriculum. You can use your own experiences to share. Desirable experience to share your experiences to make the learners to learn. First point. Then the second one, which is equally important, is about the teaching, learning and evaluation. In fact, NAC we have given more weightage to this second criteria, namely teaching, learning and evaluation, because all higher education's main task is to teach, teach, teach. Make students to learn and evaluate what that they have learned. Equally important. When you think of quality in education, quality cannot come all of a sudden. There are many parameters for quality, as I mentioned. Under that, teaching learning plays an important role. So, but here I am requesting you, where do you rate your teaching in the class? Sir, I am just entered, 1 year old, therefore I rate here. 5 years old, I rate here. 20 years old, I am just rating here. First year when we joined the teaching, always used to carry the files. Now you are all in the technology-driven society where you carry only one small pen drive containing all informations. During our period, lecture notes we used to carry to the classroom. First year we used to open the lecture notes and take each point and start elaborating and then teaching. After 5 years, simply referring the main points and teaching. After some 7 or 8 years, we used to keep the file as it is and then we used to teach. Experience means having a better control over the subject matter that you are interested to interact and make the students to learn. You should go to that level. That's why we say teacher is one concept. Then the other concept is about the acharya, another important concept. We have to move from the concept of teacher to the acharya level. Teacher simply takes the information and he will be teaching. Acharya is one who is going to create the new knowledge. That's why we call him as Acharya. Maybe Shankaracharya, so many Acharyas are there, you can refer to them. Now friends, here I am emphasizing that all of our task in higher education, 60 to 70% should be towards teaching. Then ascertaining how far our teaching has reached the students is equally important. Many times, my teaching may be extremely good and students' learning may be extremely bad. Am I right? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಶ್ಶಬ್ದವಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಾನು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈಗ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಸರ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಹೇಗೆ.
We are contemplating, sir.
Oh, that's good, definitely. Now friends, I think as I told you, because of students, the teachers are there. Because of students, the curriculum is there. Therefore, are we not supposed to make sure that the students are with us or the learners are with us? That's why I said teaching. Good teaching should be there, good learning also should be there. Many times we say our teaching is good. Many students will say, sir's teaching is good, he says, but our learning is so bad. Then what is the use? Then comes the evaluation. Now, like that, we have got research, innovation and extension is equally important. The whole world is expanding like anything. Higher education institutions are supposed to be the knowledge economy. We are supposed to produce a lot of economic growth because of higher education. Now, many universities are changing their names into skill universities. Entrepreneurship universities, now they are changing the name. Virtual universities, they are changing the name. Digital universities, that they are changing the name. But whatever it may be, the whole world is moving towards the change. And mainly, the main cause for the change is the research. Therefore, without research, your teaching becomes very ordinary. That's why I always used to connect teaching and research are something like two sides of the same coin. A good researcher without teaching without having any good teaching experience, he may not communicate his research findings. He may not communicate. On the other hand, a teacher without referring to the research findings, he may not convince, he may not provide the latest information, he may not provide the evidences for proving certain things. It is through research only it is possible. Therefore, research and teaching will go together. That's why in the NAC we are giving importance to research. Then seed money are you giving in order to encourage the students to take up the research? Are you encouraging minor research project, major research project? How are you going to monitor these research projects now? Who are the people who are going to do it? I think there are many aspects which are related with that research now. Then we have got research universities and academic universities. New education policy has categorized universities under four important, including the mayor of the last one what I have mentioned. And therefore, research universities are very important. And most of us, we are in the academic university wherein research is also going on. But along with the teaching, like there are Center for Astrophysics, for example. The students are not there for UG and PG, they conduct pure research. Like that, we have to just see what should be the level at which we have to operate. If we are at the research intensive university, more focused towards research. Or if you are an academic university, how much should be the weightage you have to give? Similarly, innovation and extension, these two are equally important. The NAC also will ask this question. In what way you are innovative? Innovation means, we use the word invention and innovation. In innovation, you are doing certain things, taking a deviation from what you have been doing. Hitherto you are going like that. If you go like that with a good intention, to make other people to appreciate, that may also add to innovation. The whole world is, because of innovation, it looks so fine, it looks so vibrant, it looks so colorful, it looks so interesting. Therefore, innovation is the essence of our higher education. In higher education, if you do not give emphasis upon the innovation, which indirectly leads to creativity, it is impossible for the students to come out with alternative ways of thinking. They will become only a stereotype of thinking, makes them to produce. I think during our period, to give one simple example, for the shaving blades, we had only one or two Bharat blade and one more blade. So many years, people did not know how to improve upon. Now, how many types you can see? Two types of cars only we had, Ambassador car and Fiat car. Now, how many types of cars you are seeing? Power steering cars concept. Then hydraulic brake, power brake, air brake, so many types. So friends, all these things are possible because of only it is creativity, and then research related to creativity and also innovation. Guilford gave a model known as cubical model of intelligence. He, in 1953 also. He wants to explain what is this intelligence, what are the different factors which adds to intelligence. Earlier we did not know more about this, but till 1905 we did not have any tool to measure intelligence properly. Alfred Binet, thanks to him, he defined, he gave attributes. Simon joined. Then Army Alpha, Army Beta test came. Now so many kinds of tests are available. Earlier we were talking of only the general intelligence, but now we are talking about emotional intelligence, we are talking about spiritual intelligence, we are talking about the social intelligence. Friends, I think so many types we are just looking into. About cubical model gave an idea where we introduced two important dimensions known as, one is called the convergent thinking, the other one is called the divergent thinking. In convergent thinking, you are going to give the expected answer. What is 2 into 2 means 4, convergent thinking. Divergent thinking means how can you get 4?